So I found myself in a pretty secret little office room area here, Area 51, the Kraus area. So this is my guy Tom here.
What's going on, guys?
We're at the Kraus headquarters and we're gonna do a little tour. So do you want to introduce yourself? Who are you?
Thomas, I'm with Kraus. Do sales with dealers here. So we've got some sales guys out there, as well as working with our third-party partners. So this is a place I spend a lot of time at. I love it here. I love what we do here, and we're going to show you what that consists of.
So you guys have seen that I worked with Kraus a lot on my Instagram and here on YouTube, and we want to do a full introduction and show what the Kraus team has going on here in Utah, an American company with American parts. So we got a full tour. Let's get right into it.
All right, come on, guys.
As soon as you walk out, you get these pretty bikes. Some of these Kraus bikes.
All these bikes are either stuff that has been custom built, or were bikes that we're using prototyping parts. Whether it's a soft tail, any of the baggers, you'll notice a couple different kinds of bikes here. We'll go over and we'll kind of do a little comparison. Jack and I went for a ride this morning. We ripped out design, super fun.
Yes, sir.
So we got Jack's bike. A Wolf 1 kit on there. One of our most popular kits, if you guys have pre-24, kind of that last generation of bagger, specifically for the Road Glide. This is going to be like the setup. #1 sold kit by us and loved by all of our customers.
I can attest to that, absolutely. This kit is amazing. I will tell you guys right now. If you guys haven't seen it, we did do a full video where we installed this kit start to finish with our guy R2 Performance. So you guys know we've talked a lot about getting more clearance, and one of the things that I would really love to do is get rid of these stock floorboards that have these squishy things in them. And you guys have these new fancy Max Lean floorboards.
Yeah,
Show me these guys.
We got a solution for you. So Max Lean, it's true to the name, right? We're looking for some more lean angle, some comfort for the rider. So these floorboards are going to come up and in and get you some better lean angle, but also you can see in the back here. That's kicked up in the back. One of the things I pointed out to Jack on our ride that we did is, on my way back, I can rest my toes on the back of this, have a super comfortable feel, almost like I have mid controls. But if you are looking for improving lean angle, obviously there's some texture to this floorboard, give you a bit more grip and some feel when you're pushing on your different feet on the bike. Just gives you some extra added control for it. We've gotten a lot of questions this year as far as 24s. We have a 24. We have parts on that 24. So obviously some changes with that. We don't have gauges anymore on this bike. We're going to this huge screen. So we do have a setup that works for this. It's been out. There's some different height options. We do have a tree that will work on this bike. So if you do want to get a setup on your new one, there's one available. Also, same thing, foot controls. So we got Max Lean floorboards on there, as well as the new Max Lean foot controls. Fully adjustable, just like the ones on this 23. So you can fit your rider perfectly, make your riding experience really, really good.
All right, so now we get to see the really cool stuff, which I think this stuff is cool. All these really nice, fancy finished Kraus parts come in like this, where it's just a pile of metal.
So, raw material. We source this stuff from the US. When we talk about how we're American made, like we really are, and we're getting all of our raw material from the US as well. So whether it's coming in and we're making riser legs or any of our other components, it'll come in how we need it. And what we'll do is, depending on what we're making, we'll pull it off the shelf, we'll bring it over here, we'll cut our bars to length, and everything pretty much starts like this. It starts in a raw bar of aluminum, and depending on what we're making, it'll be a different size. It'll be circular, square, rectangle, whatever it is. And then we take them over to the machines and we start our machining process.
Okay. So look at that, guys. That's pretty cool. Everything starts right here with these little blocks and that big old pile of metal over there. So then snaking our way over here,
So anything that's circular, whether it's a riser leg or it's a bar end, something like that, we take it over here to our lathe department. And that's where we're turning our circular parts. We'll do that here. We'll do most of the operations for all of that here. Anything that needs done for that, we'll take it over to our next spot, which I'll show you where we kind of do all of that stuff, and then also other operations. So over here is where we've got parts that have a couple different operations to it. A good example, we have these pullback plates. They go in for the first operation. They get cut on one side in the machine, obeying these clamps, and then after that, we'll take them, flip it over, get the other side cut out, like so, and we'll have a part that's just about finished.
So there's always a couple steps here, and that's what it looks like, and that's what it turns into.
So this whole row of machine, it's all multiple functions. So we're doing anything from those parts there to brake brackets, all the way down to top clamps.
So it's just CNC machine after CNC machine in here.
As long as the eyes can see. Yeah.
I didn't know you could put so many. Oh, hey, look.
This machine, we can actually load up these tombstones, load them with different parts, push the button on this thing, walk away. It's gonna run all weekend. It'll rotate these tombstones with all these parts all the way through. We come back Sunday night, Monday morning, and we have a bunch of parts that are finished and ready to go on to the next step.
That's pretty crazy.
Yes. So we don't...
Is that ever scary where, like, you know, oh, hey, we have this giant multi-million-dollar CNC machine running at the shop making parts?
Lucky for me, it's not something I have to stay up at night and worry about. So not my department, but...
Can you imagine this big old machine, this whole thing that you guys see right now just running over the weekend, you know? Like, oh, I would not sleep for 3 days. That's...
Not me. I'm glad it's not me.
Yeah, right?
I'm a guy for that.
It's not me.
We have a few of those machines here, so kind of a row of them. We get into some of the 5-axis stuff. So you saw our machines prior. They're able to do, you know, go left to right, forwards and back, up and down. 5-axis, we can really change the angle of that part and what it's milling out. So when we're doing some of our kind of crazier things that you guys see out there, it's happening on a 5-axis machine. That's why we're able to get some of these clean milling lines and get some of those angles that you can't get on that other row. Ah,
look, we have more Kraus parts.
More Kraus parts, ready to go.
I have a feeling we're getting close to the anodized
stuff. So these crates will come in filled with anodized parts. We bring them out. We'll quality control the finish on the anodizing, and after we go through quality control, we'll check for any blemishes, anything that sticks out that we can't really put our name on it and say it's a good product. We'll pull them at this stage, and then what we'll do is we'll come over to laser, and we'll laser the part depending on what it is, whether we're putting a Mobius on there, Kraus, some of our other partners that we work with, and we laser those components. Here's one of our MaxLean floorboards. Again, got the Mobius put on there. So after we do that function, we'll load these shelves up. As you can see, we've got a bunch of inventory, and this stuff will sit here until it's ready to get built. So if they're risers, like these are kickback braces, once we start running down on finished inventory, we'll come over here and we'll start grabbing components to build risers, and we'll build those riser kits.
So this is effectively like your whole staging area, basically.
Correct. Yep. So we'll build those riser kits or take some of those components, and we will put them on our skin board machines. So we'll grab our cardboard that you guys see in our packaging, put it on the skin board machine, skin board those products, cut them and trim them, and then they go on the shelf. Whew. So So when they go on the shelf, depending on what it is, it's gonna get put in one of our nice boxes.
Boom.
It'll stay in its skimboard. And we keep this inventory ready for you guys as soon as you place those orders, so you can get it and get back on the bike.
Packed and ready to go.
Packed and ready to go.
You guys work real hard to try and make sure your lead times and shipping times are
Yeah.
pretty small. So
Obviously, we've released a couple of things that have gotten really, really popular. That we do our best. I think the nice thing is it's made here, right? So we're not waiting for it to come from overseas. We're able to kind of make those corrections on what we need to make instead of having to contact someone somewhere else and have them kind of up production. We have full control of that, and it's nice to have that, and that's kind of part of what makes us special.
So all these parts are in stock, ready to go. This is the reason why you guys don't have super long lead times.
Yep.
Love it.
You know, and even we've got some orders packed up and ready to go. Shipping department was in here on a Sunday this morning.
Whew.
So
Dedicated over
yeah,
here.
super. Like we're here on we're here on weekends more often than you guys might think. So shipping was in here pulling some orders, getting them ready to go out, and we'll get more in tomorrow and get those coming and get them shipped out the door to your doorstep.